hope to play it. We're just about ready. And the best way to say Happy New Year is a tip of a basketball for fans inside John Paul Jones Arena. This one between the Deacs and Who's underway. The size underneath for Wake Forest noticeable, though the Deacs can't cash in on this trip. Johnson kicks and a three rattles down. So a couple from the charity stripe and then one from beyond the arc, and Virginia's off and running.
An early three-point shot there, and we always say it, when Olivia McGee can get going early, it is Virginia's best on offense to be able to diversify those shots.
After the McGee three, takeaway on the defensive end as well, and it's finished on the other end of the floor. There's Clark now involved, a 7-0 run to begin it for UVA.
Oh, yeah. Well, coaches always talk about it. It starts with them. It starts with their staff, and I think when they're able to focus there and build out, ooh, another three for Virginia.
Here's Johnson. Dribbles right by, and there are the first points of the contest for Kymora Johnson. Back in Kymora Johnson's hands. Picked up her first bucket toward the end of that first sequence, and everything falling for UVA. This one high off the glass.
The bank is open for the freshman. She has a smile, like she wasn't really expecting it to go that way, but it was good.
Well, you saw her working hard in the interior, and sometimes you can just throw one up from distance. Hurd from within, Hurd from without. She has 5 points in the contest. This disrupted right in front of the bench. Ashley Good and Brandon Interline handling things in this one tonight. Here's Johnson and company at it again. And what a smooth touch from Kymora Johnson. Turcoff to learn how to score in the league, of course. And mentioned that the other bigs, as you said, Lauren, would be critical. Here's a chance with numbers for Wake to build on it, and suddenly the Deacons come to life as the period comes to a close. Yeah, Virginia just able to really have a barometer against Notre Dame the last time out. Wake Forest just about to have that. They're going to need more of this as they prepare for what is a brutal stretch for the Deacons coming up schedule-wise, and that's also a good carryover from what was a solid closing stanza to that first period for Wake.
Yeah, Wake Forest able to knock down their first three-point shot, just moving the ball around the perimeter.
Only 1 for 3 from the field. Virginia does have an answer down the left side of the lane. Ease for the senior Raegyn Conley to pull Wake back within striking distance. They keeping it on this end of the floor. Here's another look from the corner. This one will rattle down. 3 to the back of the iron, and it's Moore with the rebound.
Well, Virginia wasn't able to take advantage of that, but all eyes are on Kymora Johnson when she has the ball. But they take a good amount, making about 5.6 per game.
And 8 of 29 overall. So half that total coming from beyond the arc, and now more than half that total coming from beyond the arc, and getting involved in that scenario. Player we talk about a little more on the inside, Turcoff from three-point land.
Yeah, to set it in the open, Turcoff can find her rhythm beyond the three-point line. Doesn't matter how it comes.
Virginia will try a three. It goes down. Noyan, nothing but net from the corner. There's the Miami transfer, a couple of career double-doubles. Miami and Texas stops along the way, and she and her teammates coming to life now.
Another thing to take away, right? We talked about rebounding, which they've done a really good job here in this game with, and now the three is really biting them.
Look at Virginia share the basketball. You know who's going to finish this. Solid afternoon and evening of hoops here on the ACC network. Johnson on the move. She dishes this, and the finish just as true for McGee, perhaps a little more.
In transition with a pretty no-look, might I add.
Remember, she started the three-point shooting on both sides. She'll try to reconnect. Won't get it to go down. The bucket will come from inside, and Hines who lays it home. Also of note, the Cavaliers turning the ball over just a couple of times in that third quarter with everything falling, much of it from beyond the arc. Here's Wake on the move, and this will be an and one chance for the Deacs if you're...
Great poke out there for Paris Clark, and Kymora Johnson takes it the other way, and it's good. Oh, yes. Clemson had a very tight game against North Carolina State, and McGee for 3 is good.
The fans here inside JPJ. Quick turnaround on the other end of the floor for Wake. 2.5 to play. Virginia with numbers, looking to pull away further. Johnson, just enough touch to lay it off the front of the iron for the finish.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of that, as well as eyeballs on basketball in the Commonwealth. To build with a little home cooking here, and the 10th 3 of the night. There it is. You called for it.
More threes going up for Virginia. They run play after play for it. As some shooters step in.
Well, and you think about how many different individuals. You called for another 3 there, and you got it. And there are 7. Virginia in a battle for pace against Wake Forest. Sets it here at home. They are on the doorstep of 70. As Johnson will dribble it out, and it'll be a 69-46 final. Virginia